In this video, we're going to implement rendering hashtags properly with a different color and implement the functionality to search posts with its hashtag. Now, let's commit the changes what we made so far. We have implemented global search. I'm going to select every file, implement a global search to search inside users, groups, and posts. Okay, I'm going to hit on commit. Okay, now I'm going to implement one really interesting and very good functionality for every social media website, and this is keywords and searching by keywords. So here in this post, which was generated by AI, we have those keywords like the Laravel and web development and things like that. So I plan to implement searching by that. So whenever I type right here hashtag Laravel and hit the enter, I want it to find all the groups which has this hashtag Laravel inside there. Actually, it's gonna find already, right? If I search for this, it actually found. So what's the point of having this functionality there? Interesting. So if I search for every post which has this hashtag web development inside there, it's going to find the following posts. This one does not have web development, but why was it found? Okay, now this is the thing. This is something. Hold on. Web development, hit the enter. It doesn't work. Hashtag web development, hit the enter, does not work. That makes sense. What we probably need to do is to go inside authenticated layout, and we need to encode this URL. So we need to use encode URI component and passing the keywords value. So whenever I type this hashtag web development and hit the enter, it's going to provide this encoded content right here. Then if I scroll down below, we're going to see all the posts which has this hashtag web development right there. Okay, and this is great. But I need to go even farther. And if I search for Laravel, for example, okay, it's going to find them. One of my neighbors is actually listening to Jingle Bells right now. So what I need to do is that I need to create a link from here to the following URL. So I need to go to the backend side right now inside post controller and find the store. We have this data here from the store post request. Do we do any processing on the data? Prepare for validation. We get this input. Probably inside here, prepare for validation. This is what I'm going to do. Let me open new Scratch file and explain this. So we will have the following HTML content. This is actually HTML content. So I will copy this paragraph and put this here. Okay. So I need to find every word that starts with hashtag. I'm going to use regex for this. And I'm going to use then this group. I'm going to use regex here. So I'm going to find everything that starts with regex, and I'm going to find every alphanumeric characters until we hit the space. Okay, it's going to find all the hashtags, basically. Whenever I find those hashtags, probably I need to put this outside. No, it should be there. So whenever I find this, I'm going to create this anchor tag with href inside. Okay, something like this. I'm going to use the found variable, and inside this href I need to provide the search of the found word itself. So I think this is good. If we start from the first one, as you see, if I replace it, it's going to replace this with the a tag. We are inside the href, we have this hashtag, the search hashtag Laravel. Okay, so I'm replacing this. So I need to do this on the backend side. Let's go in the store post request, and then I'm going to execute str replace, or we need probably preg replace. The pattern in my case will be something. I need to provide the replacement and then subject. So here, let me provide. So the pattern will be this. Okay, I want to find the following pattern. Then I want to replace like this inside the following content. One thing what I need to do is probably I need preg replace callback. We have this preg replace callback as well. Which instead of this replacement, we need to call the callback. And we're going to accept something here, like we're going to accept A and B. I'm going to print what are these A and B's. A and B. So if I reload, nothing happens, but if I hit the edit of the post, and then if I hit the submit, too few arguments to function store post request. We have pattern, callback subject, the issue is here. Okay, maybe do we need here argument C as well? I don't know. No, we just need probably one. That's the issue probably. If I hit on submit, yeah, here we see this Laravel. We basically get an array, and the first element is the entire matching, and the second element is our group. So we don't probably even need these parentheses in this case, which will finally give us just one match. And then what we need to do is just return the following A tag. However, we need to use right here A at 0. We need to end the string here and start the string here. Okay. However, we also need to encode that hashtag. So if I use this right now, and maybe we need this here as well, A at 0. So if I replace this right now like this, and expand this, we see there are tags. Okay. If I click on this Laravel, it opens with without the search. Basically, it doesn't work as expected. So if I go on the home page, expand this, and click on this, if you look at the bottom left corner of the screen, we're going to see that there are the URL is search hashtag web development. But this hashtag needs to be encoded. So we're going to encode, this doesn't work. We're going to encode this. PHP encode URL special characters. URL encode, I think this is the method what we need. So right here, I'm going to use URL encode. Now, if I edit this post, actually, here it is already replaced. Yeah, this is another issue which we have to fix. If I edit this right now, we're going to create these double anchor links. So if I implement this search right now, search and replace, so we obviously introduce these A tags, but if I implement this exact same search, then it's going to do this find and replace second time, and we're going to have something like the broken content. This is not what we want. Let's undo this. This is not what we want. So I need to find only hashtags which are not inside my A tags. I'm thinking how I can do this. I'm sure it is possible with the regex, and there's positive and negative looky heads in the regex, and I'm not actually master of this. So what I need to do is to match this entire word only if it is followed by, if it is not followed by this. Okay, I need help of ChatGPT. I need your help in regex. And let me ask him. So I have text which has hashtags inside. I am matching these hashtags and replacing with the following regex. And I'm going to provide it. Okay, so I'm going to provide find this, replace with this. So now it can understand. Now I need to check in regex if it is already replaced. Don't do anything. Let's hit the enter. Negative looky here. Okay, this is what we need to do. This is exactly, here's an updated regex for your case. So it's going to match this only, this is the negative looky here, only if it is not followed by this part. Explanation. This part matches the hashtag and its following word characters. This is negative looky here assertion. This part asserts that there is no closing A tag before the next opening A tag. Here's how you can use it in JavaScript. I don't care how I can use this in JavaScript. I need to use this in PHP. So I'm going to copy this code and put this right here. Okay, now it does not match anything, which is promising. But if I provide right here another hashtag vue.js, it's going to match it. I replace it, nothing is matched. Awesome. So this is what I want. ChatGPT was helpful. Then I need to put this regex, and let me actually dump what is this A, because we introduced group here, and here we also have this parenthesis. We need to understand what is this A. So I hit on edit, and here we have these hashtags. Okay, interesting. If I edit this part, interesting. If I edit this part and remove, for example, this, inside its URL, it is still going to access this web development tutorial. And we cannot detect and we cannot replace that part. So now I have a different idea what I need to do. I need to do this only when rendering it, not before save. If I copy this everything, let me actually first see what is this A. So I edit this and hit on submit. It didn't match anything, so that's why it wasn't executed. Anyway, let me copy this and undo everything here, and I'm going to open post resource. Inside post resource we have body here. This is in the database. I decided that I'm not going to save these anchor tags anymore, but I'm going to do this while I'm rendering. So I have this body, and I need to do this in the post item. Exactly. So inside the post item, this is the content. Inside read more, read less, I'm going to provide here. Let me define a computed property, const, come on. Sometimes the O doesn't write, and then it writes every O what I hit before. Const post body is computed. We need to return. Actually, now ChatGPT offered me this JavaScript version, and this is exactly what I want to return. So I'm going to get this. I'm going to return post body. That should be props post body, and we have to provide the following regex. So I'm doing this replace. I'm doing this replace only while I'm rendering the post body here. If I check right now in the database, we already have these things, which is good. So this is saved basically in the database. But what about here? So we see now these links everywhere. However, we need this encode as well. Now this one has is not encoded, that's why it doesn't work as expected. Okay, first of all, let me search in the database the post which already has these links. So created at, not the created, but the updated at descending, actually. Updated at descending. Updated at descending. Let's slow down, Zora. So here we have this post which has these A tags inside there. Okay. I can leave this right now. Those are regular A tags. But if I create new post, my new post, and I'm going to provide hashtag Laravel, hashtag PHP, hashtag OOP, for example, and hit on submit. Now I see those as links, which is exactly as I want. And those links are generated now using JavaScript. Okay. However, we need to encode these URI components here. In replacement part, I want to encode with method encode URI component. Okay, this replace accepts match and group, and this is how we're going to do this. So I'm going to copy this function and put this right here. And we can display group here, but encoded group here. Awesome. As simple as that. Now, okay, sorry. Like this. We see now Laravel and PHP and OOP, and if I search for it, it is encoded OOP, and I see only one tag. Awesome. But when we add it, it is not link, it is normal hashtag, which is how it is supposed to be. One thing which I would do each tag probably is to give it background, like a, let me choose a color. Not this. Yeah, something like this. Okay, how can I apply this? It is a tag inside this CK content output. If I apply those classes, I'm going to show you the issue and then how I will fix that issue. So inside this CK content output, if we, this is our A tag. So if we give it this background color, it's going to be applied to every A tag. So I go on the home page and expand this. So these are normal A tags, and yeah, it is going to apply this as well, but we need to apply this to only hashtags. So what I will do is when I'm replacing with this, I'm going to give it also CSS class hashtag. Then in my app CSS, inside CK content output, for the element which has the hashtag, for the A which has hashtag class, I'm going to give it this background color, what I lost right now. Let me undo and copy the color and then redo like this. So now my tags will have those colors, but not the other posts. And just like this. Then when I click on this, it's going to search all the posts which has Laravel hashtag mentioned inside. If you're learning something from me, you might want to check my premium course, How to Build E-commerce Website with Laravel and Vue.js on my website, thecodetoilet.com. And this is just great. I'm going to do one small adjustment. If I search something with a hashtag, I don't need to even look for the users and groups. So I will go inside the search. Where is it? I don't have this search opened. Weird. Search.view. And I have this, I can accept this search here, which must be string. Okay, and then I need to check and completely hide this section. So the if search starts with hashtag, and I'm going to use not. So if search does not start with the hashtag, then I display this users and groups section. But if it starts with a hashtag, I don't display it and I only show the post section. Right now, I don't see this user section. If I search for a word like Laravel, then I see. If I search with the hashtag Laravel, then I don't see. And this is more common. Basically, if I find this, I'm going to hit on this OP and I'm only looking for the post which has this OP tag inside there. And I think this is great. However, maybe I need to change the color of this, like color gray, or the color, the default blue is something which I don't like, but this is probably much better. So I will use that color. It is close to default blue, but not the one. So this one. Cool. In the next part, we're going to implement video preview on the post attachments.